It's 8:03 on a Friday morning, January 3rd. We're at 30 degrees, a chance of a wintry mix starting this afternoon. Good morning, I'm Michelle Basch.
I'm John Aaron, and the start of 2025 is looking good for snow lovers. We're tracking two separate chances of snow starting this afternoon and then again at the end of the weekend. In Maryland, there is a winter weather advisory for Frederick and Howard counties. Most of the region can expect a mix of rain, sleet, and snow between 1 and 6 p.m. 7 News First Alert meteorologist Eileen Whalen has more.
Any snowfall accumulations likely just on the grassy surfaces, and we could see 1 to 2 inches of snow farther north in Maryland, but here in D.C., maybe just a quick coating. But Sunday late at night, we'll start to see that snow develop by about 9 p.m., and then snow will continue overnight Sunday, early Monday morning, some of the highest snowfall rates, and we'll continue to see some snow showers through Monday afternoon. We'll just be kind of fine-tuning those snow totals.
And your full forecast is coming up at 8:08 here on your Weather Alert station.
Now, besides the snow, we are heading into what is expected to be a long cold snap. WTOP's Shayna Estulin spoke with Pepco about ways to keep your energy bill down.
We would tell our customer now is the time to prepare for that cold snap.
Chuck McDade says the number one thing that could drive up your bill?
The biggest culprit in everybody's home is your thermostat.
He recommends setting it to 68 degrees if a customer's health permits during the cold snap.
If you can, invest in a smart thermostat. This way you can control if you're running errands.
McDade also suggests weatherproofing windows indoors to keep drafts out, and on sunny days, opening the blinds to let the sunlight in. Shayna Estulin, WTOP News.
You may notice some extra security across our region in the wake of that deadly truck attack in New Orleans. But WTOP Scott Gelman explains it is the areas without the added officers that might be the most vulnerable.
Timothy Miller with the security firm Leinhart International Services Group explains that's because attackers know that there will be counter-surveillance teams looking for them.
The key thing to remember in all of these attacks is that they were preceded by operational surveillance.
So instead, they focus on soft targets, which don't have as much security.
Well, one of the obvious ones is the metro.
He says that's because there are groups of people inside a train car or on a platform with limited options to flee.
Other areas may be large parking lot areas.
He's recommending you be extra vigilant in malls or houses of worship, too.
We're seeing more houses of worship attacked in this season. Also, large public gatherings.
Scott Gelman, WTOP News.
Fairfax County Supervisor Pat Herrity says he's running for lieutenant governor this year in Virginia. Herrity, who is the only conservative on the board, tells our partners at 7 News he thinks he would be a boost to the Republican ticket in the Commonwealth. That ticket includes current Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sears, who previously announced she will run for governor, as well as Attorney General Jason Miyares, who's seeking re-election. Herrity says he thinks Governor Glenn Youngkin is working on a good path for the state. He thinks he can keep Virginia on that path. Under Virginia law, Youngkin cannot run for a second term.
Just how bad was our traffic last year? WTOP's John Doman is taking a look at 2024's crashes.
Collisions happen more often than most people realize.
But would you believe more than 17,000 of them were documented by the traffic team last year? And our Dave Dildine points out
that is just the total number of crashes registered. There are a lot of fender benders that police never respond to that go unidentified, and that's just for major roads. There were probably thousands more on smaller roads.
We also don't document stuff overnight anymore either.
I-395 and DC 295 in the district and the Beltway near the BW Parkway are once again the most crash-prone zones.
All of this has an impact too.
Each one represents time lost, property lost, health or lives lost.
On the Beltway in Maryland, John Doman, WTOP News.